Now Tammy Walchuk plays out of Mario's Bowl in the Galaxy Lanes in Thunder Bay. Works as a supervisor at the Thunder Bay 55 plus the Senior Community Center.
Good comeback on this shot. After she punched that 3-pin last frame, she made a really good attempt on the spare. This one, she got it in the same location, just a little bit thin, leaves the left corner. Covers up the spare. Well done.
That's better for her.
Maybe a little bit more of a confidence builder, too.
Her league average, 250. Just a bad break.
A little bit flush on the pocket. Kind of high right side that time. Ball started to make a move and didn't get all the way across the head pin. Just right of the center arrow. Yeah, that's a tough break. That 3-pin bouncing around in front of the corner.
Got it. That's a giveaway. In tennis, you talk about the unforced errors, and that may be one of those. So they'll re-rack it. The machine has thought that this was knocked down.
Yeah, it comes off the cushion in the back. Once a bowling ball enters the tip like that, it's dead. Can't come back out onto the playing surface and knock anything over.
Got it this time. She does. So Walchuk picks up the 15 and is now 63 through 4.
The good news is the last 2 frames she's hit the middle, made good shots. Just one error on that left corner in the 4th.
Jennifer is an accounting manager for Cedar Creek Drilling.
Another good shot. Left-hand pocket, ball broke hard into it. Head pin straight back, 3-pin kind of laid in front of the right corner pin.
And we talked about her previous experience and how dominant she was early in her career, early in her TV career. You know, winning as a junior in the Youth Classic, then winning back-to-back Pins Games championships. However, in her last 4 appearances, including the Canadian Championships and Pins Games, she has yet to get by the preliminary round. And she admits that focus has been her big problem.
Yeah, lifestyles change, you know. She's a young lady just coming out of YBC. The game was her focus. That may have changed a little bit over the last couple of years. Great shot there. She got a little more lift on it. Crossed over the head pin onto the right-hand pocket. Very smooth at the foul line. Great lift, great extension. Tammy miss on the right side. 3rd time this game. She's got to find the zone here where she can get the ball to the pocket and get some decent reaction. And that was just overcorrection, force it back to the right-hand side.
Key for Tammy, like so many of the bowlers, you know, relax, focus. As she picks up the 15. The other thing too is to shut out the fact that you really haven't been able to get something going. I mean, you've got 4 opens, only 1 mark.
Thing is, you talk about focus on the good shots you've made. She left 2 left corners. She missed one of them for the spare, but that's really what you want to concentrate on. What did I do? All the right things when I hit the pocket and got reaction. This time the ball crosses over thin and leaves the right corner pin. Deep knee bend, good extension. Ball turns over, just catches a piece of the head pin going by.
So just her second mark of the game, a spare here in 6. As Jennifer Marshall steps up with a spare up in 5, or a strike up in 5, pardon me.
Jennifer down to just bowling 1 league a week, 4 games, little practice. So relying again on that experience and all the games she's bowled over the years.
Out of the Toppler Bowl here in Calgary.
That's one of the big match play scratch leagues here in Calgary. Great competition. Deadly accurate.
Boy, that hand comes right up and over the head. It's really quite compact, it seems to me. But
it's a pretty simple, straightforward style.
now, when you say that she's never going to overpower the pins, would you, and maybe it's too late to change, but would you have early in her career said you've got to throw a little bit more authority?
No.
No.
Right from a young lady bowling in YBC, Jennifer always worked on accuracy. She gets good lift and good turn on the ball, so you don't really need to throw it hard. She has been extremely accurate, and that's been what's got her to the position she's in now. One of the best in Canada.
And the spare. So 146 through 6 for Jennifer Marshall with a spare up in 7. I guess my point would be is if you could, look, when we watch the men, you're going to get some guys who are just going to destroy the pins. And they're going to get away with things simply by overpowering the pins. Now, no woman, with all respect, is going to throw it as hard as some of the guys. But if you could, in fact, bring it up just a little bit, you might be able to get away with something.
But you can increase speed, but maybe and lose some accuracy. So there's a trade-off there. You know, keep your accuracy. Take maybe the head pins once in a while. That if you threw it harder, you'd break up. But I'll take the accuracy.
Okay. We want to welcome Tammy's mom and dad, Roberta and Les, to Calgary and Frank Sisson's Silver Dollar Bowl and Casino.
Through 7 frames, Jennifer Marshall with 38 pin lead plus the spare to count. Just hasn't been able to keep the ball consistently to the left-hand side of the head pin. Everything's bent right on her. There's the shot. Didn't force it over there either, Vic. I mean, it was just a good angle, good location. No change. Great knee bend. The inside of that 5-3-2 lead.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, another great shot. And she gets a good reaction from the 3-pin off the wall. Not very high backswing. She keeps it nice and low, controlled.
And again, you make a good point. The pins will go. You will get action, regardless of how hard you throw it if it's in the right spot.
It's all about the angle that the ball enters the pocket, how much rotation it's got on it.
So now, well, that'll stop the momentum for a moment, but looking pretty comfortable. It'll take a big finish by Tammy Walchuk. Is the potential there? No. Yeah, she still has a chance here. But
well, that opened it up a little bit more.
Yep.
Tammy's going to have 4 in a row to finish. She can finish as high as 228. That's a lot of pins to leave on the pin deck here in the 9th frame.
So 203 through 9 for Marshall. And so Tammy Walchuk, who has really had no consistency, no strikes so far, needs to strike out.
Well, a little bit thin, didn't get a break. That 3-pin just kind of keeled over but didn't catch the left corner pin. Now she's only got a possible 211 with a spare and then 3 in a row. Jennifer can count 10 in the last frame and win this match. Good experience here for Tammy. I'm sure she'll be back. First time's always tough. You don't know what to expect. Single game, lights, and the crowd.
As we've pointed out before in previous weeks, it happens all so quickly.
It does.
I mean, no sooner do you step up, it seemed to me, is to throw that first ball, and you think sometimes it's over.
And you don't have a lot of time to warm up, and she's never seen these lanes before, so it's, again, getting used to the environment, the way the bowling ball reacts. You know, what do I need to do?
Jennifer sitting down is confirmed. She'll move on. There you go. That's the big finish. Just a long time coming for Tammy Walchuk. She gets her first strike with her last ball here in 10.
Yeah, that's what she was looking for the whole match. A little bit of movement on the ball at the back end. Great shot.
Nice to finish that way after the open in 9. Just a 7 count in that 9th. And really, when you look at her card, she had the 2 opens, yet she got all the pins, 2 15s. And then she put a string together of all marks.
She hasn't missed the head pin now in 11 shots. And that's kind of a typical Jennifer Marshall. Hit the middle, leave whatever, pick up all the wood and move on. One more for the road.
Wow.
3 strikes, kind of 3 different locations, but exactly the same reaction.
Great finish for Jennifer Marshall. And a big smile from the former 2-time Pins Game champion. Bowls at 248. We'll now wait to see whether she plays Joanne Nadeau or Teresa McKenzie when we come back to Calgary.